Kiangs are amazing animals, little known to the general public, but playing an important role in the high mountain ecosystems of Central Asia. These graceful, hardy, and wild relatives of the horse are symbols of freedom and resilience. The Kiang, or Tibetan wild ass, Equus kiang, is the largest representative of the subgenus of wild asses and is one of the animals best adapted to life in the harsh conditions of the highlands. Its natural range covers the Tibetan Plateau, as well as adjacent territories of China, Nepal, India, Ladakh State, and sometimes Pakistan. The Kiang looks quite impressive. This is a large, powerful animal. Its length reaches 2.2 meters, the height at the withers is about 1.4 meters, and its weight can vary from 250 to 400 kilograms. The Kiang has a strong build, long legs, a short mane, and a distinctive coloring. In summer, its back and sides are covered with reddish-brown fur, while its belly, chest, and legs are light, almost white. In winter, the fur becomes longer, thicker, and duller, which helps it survive low temperatures. The Kiang's tail is short, with a tuft of hair at the end, similar to the tail of a common donkey. The Kiang's head is large, with expressive eyes and large ears, which creates a slightly wary and majestic appearance. These animals have keen hearing and good eyesight, important qualities for life in an open and dangerous environment. Kiangs make sharp sounds, similar to neighing and hoarse cries, especially during the mating season or in moments of alarm. Kiangs live at altitudes of 3,500 to 5,500 meters above sea level, in extremely harsh conditions: strong winds, frost, thin air, limited water bodies, and sparse vegetation. However, it is in such conditions that the Kiang feels comfortable. They prefer open steppes, alpine pastures, and high mountain plateaus. Unlike many other ungulates, Kiangs do not seek shelter in forests or dense bushes. They rely on their speed and vigilance. Kiangs are herbivores, feeding mainly on tough grasses, mosses, lichens, roots, and sometimes shrubs. Their food is rather poor in nutrients, but the Kiang's digestive system is adapted to extract the maximum from the minimum. They graze for 14 to 16 hours a day and are capable of covering large distances in search of food. Thanks to their strong hooves and powerful legs, Kiangs can easily move along rocky slopes and slopes where other ungulates would roll down. Kiangs begin breeding in late spring. Males become especially active and aggressive, demonstrating dominance. They pursue rivals, engage in fights, and try to gain control over the harem. The winning male mates with several females. Pregnancy lasts about 11 to 12 months, and by the following summer, one foal is born. It gets on its feet fairly quickly and can accompany its mother on her travels in just a couple of weeks. However, the mother continues to feed the baby with milk for several months, gradually accustoming it to grazing. Kiangs are not domesticated by humans, unlike their relatives, the African wild ass, which gave rise to the domestic donkey. The Kiang has never been domesticated, although in some areas there have been attempts to crossbreed with horses or donkeys. However, the offspring of such pairings are often sterile or vulnerable. The Kiang is a living illustration of how nature adapts to the harshest conditions. It symbolizes resilience and independence, while demonstrating the harmony and vulnerability of wildlife. Its graceful run across the desert plateaus is a reminder of how fragile the balance in the ecosystem is and how important it is to preserve the wild corners of the planet for future generations. Thus, the Kiang is not just a wild ass. It is an ancient mountain dweller, a legacy of the ice ages, and a witness to nature living outside of time. Its fate depends on our attitude to wild nature, on the desire to preserve it not for the sake of benefit, but for the sake of life itself. Thank you for your attention. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and put a like.